Hello, my ladies and pretty gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Look What's Happening in the Spirit Realm with yours truly, Light. Did you miss me? I certainly missed you, and I have a very deep message today, and it's about earth angels, star seeds, the 144,000, what light means. It's about all of these things that I want to say Yeshua articulated, and what it means when they sell your destiny or they sell your soul. So there are two kinds of situations that these people concern themselves with. One is if you are a dud or not, and the second one is the actual starseed that they take down and how, with whom, and exactly what their life even entails to be a starseed. We're going to go in depth today about this, and once I wrap up this video, I will be delving into a blog regarding it, and I will be pinning that in the comment section, perhaps by the end of today, if not tomorrow morning. So, the thing about star seeds that you have to understand, first and foremost, earth angels, they are a different breed altogether. They are not your, quote, just God's people. They're none of those things. They are, quote, chosen for a specific mission. It is to embody the light. They are like the sun, right? The representation of the sun. What did Yeshua do? Let's actually first deep dive into that topic. What was Yeshua able to do? He always said, the power of life and death is in the tongue. And the language that he was able to express to the people to free their minds and thus freeing their soul was his ability to articulate the downloads, the light codes that he was receiving from the Father, the Son, the Creator, that I am. Now, that is what a earth angel, a star seed, is. They are able to absorb and know the knowledge of everything without the need for education, without the need for research, study. It's all within them, and they're able to access that. These earth angels are the topic of conversation for the beings, the fallen, whatever you want to call them, who rule this world, who have created this earth, this matrix, this motherland, this place, who have structures in place to basically study the birth charts and prepare the bedding, the housing for these earth angels. Mind you, they're not always correct, but when they are, everyone is involved. It is the Norman show out here. And the thing they are after when it comes to earth angels, because there's more of them than you think, is their mind, their ability to articulate in a sane fashion the understanding, the inner standing that they receive from the Most High. They are here to set the minds of people free, thus breaking them out of this construct, creating a new earth. This is why there is a price tag on you, my lover. And the attack is truly real. Because what happens is this. When they come looking for an earth angel, they're not going to come knocking at your door. Why would they? They are taking on a giant. And the last thing they would like a giant to know is that it is, in fact, a giant. They come for your family, your friends, your relatives, your acquaintances. They corner them. These people, it is as though you are going to be living two different worlds. And this is where Yeshua succeeded. This is where the battle resides. It is in the mind. And what they are after is your mind. Because what you say as an earth angel sets people free in the molecular level. However I'm saying that, I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Somebody's gonna correct me. They set them free on such a fundamental level that these beings, they're a different case. They do have their separate grievances with the Most High. And it has a lot to do with, I want to say, it's deeper than envy. It's almost proof. Like, I need proof. We're not going to get into that side note. Just a side note here. So what they do is if they haven't already placed said earth angel in a prepped family and made them believe that their surroundings were safe for them, that they were losing their mind for even believing that anyone would ever care for them or is after them. But the most difficult part an earth angel goes through is these several spiritual awakenings. The most difficult part is that these quote-unquote attacks, them wanting to basically derail your mind, it happens at your weakest. And this is during a spiritual awakening when the channels are open. And this is what makes the situation hairy. It makes it hairy because whatever these people do to you when the channels are open, it means you are able to download and understand. Inner. With you, it's always understanding. They don't know how you know what you know. And that's the problem. And that's the solution as well. Because I've mentioned this before. We are being created as we speak. Nobody's an enemy. Nobody is a god. We are being created as we speak. This has all happened. This is where deja vu comes from. But let's not digress. So what happens is during these spiritual awakenings of yours, dear earth angel, you go through an opening of a sort. And they're able to influence your mind, basically put thoughts in your head or exacerbate situations with the people that you are around. Mind you, you might be actually sensing the truth, but the thing that you have to understand is that the truth is more wild than the fiction. And this is where they want to derail you. This is where they want you to appear like you have completely lost track of reality, like you aren't even expressing anything that's true, when you could be right on the nose and you wouldn't know, my dear, because you've been placed in a show. You've been placed in a Norman show where people like me and you having a conversation like this is actually considered very, very crazy, let alone you having so many downloads from spirit, not to mention information as to how these witches, warlocks, how the energetic realm, the binding, the bonding, the all of these processes that you could care less about studying, all of this coming into your peripheral, not to mention all the emotions, the feelings, the pain, the reasonings, the intention, the future of the people involved in this scenario, being able to be felt at such a deep level within you. Of course, it would drive any sane, stable person who has the stamina of 500 horses, it would drive that person mad. This is where they come for you, and this is why you become isolated, and you wonder why when you need people the most, they aren't there. It's because it's you, Norman. Or it's you. You are the experiment. You are the show. You are the proof. You are the battle. And you're not even a part of the conversation in so many ways, because it's Spirit, Most High, Yeshua, whoever you want to call that I am. It is a conversation between that I am and its creations, as we are being created in the way that we are being created. This is all the past. I'm coming all this way around to say there are a lot of old karmic reservoirs being brought up, drudged up right now. And when I tell you this is the most positive, it's so difficult. It is the darkest before the dawn. But there is such positive energy coming from this. The depth of love, the earth angel who goes through this will understand, will embody, it will null and void everything that we have been struggling to achieve, the doubts that we've had. We are about to surpass that. And this is why I know a lot of you have emailed me too, and I can feel it. We are not alone, and you're certainly not crazy. I need you to understand a few things here. The way that you phrase your sentences, who you speak to, and the intensity with which you speak, everything as an earth angel is used against you. I need you to understand that, and it is not fear-mongering. It is a preparation for the path ahead. We have a quote-unquote mission, right? And this mission, I'm going to get into this because this is a longer video, and it's a message meant for an intended few who are meant to receive this, because this is quite a difficult time. When you actually find this message for you, it will be a difficult time. You have been sold. You have been sold by your family, you've been sold. And if you're not a dud, they will come to collect. And what it looks like, we've seen a lot of these celebrities, correct? The thing that you don't understand about some of them is that they are, in fact, chosen. And they were met with this choice, this option that I am speaking about right now, in the interjunction of their great awakening. Those, the fallen, they have a team they work with, as you know. And these team, they work with those that they have sold you to. Either that's your family, your friends, your husband, your wife, whatever the case might be. And this isn't to drive paranoia. You know, if you know, you know. There is a time that they come to collect, and they will summon you. It's not a physical thing. Even though once you make a choice, it will be a physical thing. Meaning, they are here, literally, cornering you, waiting for you to answer the call. Because 2 calls are being made at the same time. One is from the Most High. And this is the hardest part, because the sacrifice that they made with Yeshua, it wasn't his body. They were trying to sacrifice his mind, his words. They were trying to stop him from healing the nation, from awakening the souls, from creating the rise, the true rise. So what they do with these earth angels is they give you a choice. They say, well, of course your family will bring you to them, because the price at which that you are put in, the price tag, it doesn't matter. These people have money for days. They don't need money. You are more important. If you are actually an earth angel, it's 144,000 of you. Imagine that. Imagine the gravity. So they're going to offer you an opportunity to either be their puppet, sell your mind, because you're going to know the things that you're going to know, but you're not going to be able to speak about it, thus freeing the nation. You create the matrix. You solidify the world that these fallen want us to live in. But if you do not, this is the part that I've been trying to talk to Spirit with. If you do not choose their knockoff fame, their knockoff, whatever the case might be, I'm not going to say what they're going to do here, because I could be wrong, and whatever that I felt or heard was disturbing to me. And it made me wonder, some of the crazy people that we see on the street, they muddle certain things that make a lot of sense, but the rest kind of goes unnoticed. The rest kind of makes no sense. They're not quite here with you. This is what they want to do. Because if you say no, that is what they're going to do. And the way they do it, I do not know. It's probably different for every earth angel. But they will present you a choice. And at this point, wherever you live, guaranteed, there are people in a different apartment, people that just moved here. These are their agents. Not everyone. Of course, there are people just living their lives. But some of their brothermen, their agents, their workers, their legmen, soldier boys, whatever you want to call them, to be frank with you, they're here. They will be here to literally take you, if you agree. And they summon you in the spirit realm to talk to you in the spirit realm about the choices that you have. And the funniest thing is this: you are going to feel it. You're going to feel them. You're going to feel their intentions, their past, their fears. You're going to feel it in your body. What they're doing is risking everything, hoping that you would succumb to their side. When I say risking everything, it means when they open a channel to talk to you, you can reach any channel and they won't know what you're channeling. They won't know the codes that you are downloading. This is why they have to act fast. It's because your mind, they don't want you to say what you know. Your mind, they want it to go. That's the thing. You have to understand that. And when people come out here, right, speaking on a platform or on some kind of box, they're here, they, it sounds absolutely crazy. That, my dear, you have to understand this. The truth is scarier than the fiction. And only a few, those who have ears and those who have eyes, my goodness, this is what the light is about. The light is knowledge. It's the truth. The earth angels embody that light and truth. Your body glows. It is literally not even, it glows. It glows. It beams. You're so obvious. It's scary. And when I'm telling you this, the light is the ability to just know how things are, to connect the dots. You are able to do this. And you might think, right, if you're an earth angel, you might think, well, everybody can do this, right? I'm just connecting dots. No, you are not. You are not. People have to work so hard in the 3D. They have to read so many books, and still they cannot connect the dots that spirit allows the chosen, the earth angels, to see. It's because of your heart, your purity. And your burden is so great. It is so great. Nobody will understand you. Nobody will understand you. Only the chosen will. Only they. And your family, your friends, your acquaintances, do not be paranoid. But I used to be very trusting. And I'm going to leave that at this. What they need is your mind. Light, it's the information. We're getting into this. This is what Yeshua was able to do. This is what earth angels are able to do. This is why Yeshua said, "You will do greater things than I." It is because we are him. He's the King of Kings, or the Most High, right? There is a creator, that I am. We are one with that. And not everyone is. Some of the people here are creations of the fallen. And that's the truth. It's the truth. But what the light does, the knowledge, you are able to configure and digest and feed information in a way that answers one question like an onion. Where this is exactly why the Bible, right? Some of the words, some of the sentences, it's almost like you can use it and use it and use it and use it. It has a circular, it has a the depth of knowledge is unsearchable. This is what earth angels are able to do. This is the creation itself is in the word. So you are able to unravel and feed that literal light, food, resource to people. You shall set a nation free. That is what they're after. That is why they try to drive you mad, or they try to drag your name through the mud. They try to isolate you wherever you go by spreading rumors and using your innocence as an earth angel. You can be very rambunctious, free. You might not think in the intention that people do. Like, for instance, if you were to be upset that somebody would record you and later on go around into the new town that you've moved in and play it for people so that they can get their vengeance. You don't think in such a manner. So you act from presence. You act from now. That gets used against you as well. Just to add that here. But the most important thing, the battle, is in the mind. That's where it is. And this is where the spiritual awakening comes into play. This is why they come for you at your weakest, when you're going through a transition, when the veil is thin. They come. They come. And this is what I've heard today. This is why you hear some videos saying they're going to jail, blah, blah, blah. And I used to think that's a little bit dramatic. Don't you think so? Going to jail? Let's all calm down. I get it now. I get it. It's because their plan, it's going to fall apart as soon as it starts. This is what the Most High told me today. And it's useful. It's used because the people that are in that plan, right? These could be your family, your exes, your friend, literally a person that you don't even concern yourself with, that sees you and there's a big price tag on your head. Anyone. They pull you into a state of losing your mind so that they can get their cash from the people that have come to collect you. Because it's not you. You are a commodity. The conversation is between you, it's between the Most High and the fallen. Everything else in between is a show. You are being used in a way to show these people who are selling you the power of the Most High. And they are being used to show you the power of the Most High. We are living proof for each other as we are being created to understand both the dark and the light, thus transcending duality into being like God. That is the whole purpose here. You are here to learn love, not vengeance. And this is why these people, their plan, this is why you are scary, Earth Angel. This is why you are a terrifying source of nightmare for them. And this is why they come for you. It's because love is the most powerful, the most powerful, the most powerful everything out there. And that is what you are here to learn. And the battle has already been won. And this is what they're going to learn. And they have to learn it this way. They have to learn it this way. They have to do the things they're going to do to you. Witchcraft, drive your mind crazy. But they don't understand. It will backfire. And when it does, they do not have the same stamina. They don't. That wasn't their position to hold. You were allowed to be attacked because Yeshua, the Spirit of the Most High, is guarding your mind. For them, there is a different purpose for them. And this is why some of them can go completely berserk if it doesn't work and try to come after you to assault, kill, whatever the case might be. It's almost like they would completely spiral out of reality. And everything that they were trying to do to you, we always say this, but we never really feel it or think it, is going to them. And this is why, dear Earth Angel, Chosen One, you're going to have a lot of people blaming you for their family member, their lover, their son, their daughter, their friend ending up in prison or worse, when they should have been warning them this whole time. But they couldn't because they didn't believe in the Most High. And this is how they are set free. Do you see how this works? Do you see what being an earth angel is? Do you see the burden that you carry? The weight that is on your head? And you know what's funny to me? It's the fact that some of these celebrities that have sold their soul, or whatever you want to call it, do not hate on them. They pray for you. They pray for you, Earth Angel. They pray that you can be the one. They pray for it to be over. Because when you are shown, it is not something that I can tell you. You will understand they had a difficult choice to make. And I will never blame them for choosing fame and fortune instead of the path that Yeshua chose. I really hope this message finds you in the time it is meant to. I know it will. Things are changing. Guard your mind and love them. Love is such a free source. You will not be conquered with love. If you would like a private, personal reading, my email is in the description box down below, and a blog for this very thick, very dense info will be up very shortly. Meanwhile, please do check out the blog I did for the video before this one, because this one is a deeper dive of that one. So, with that being said, I hope March is, all right.